let's start off. Let's get this out of the way. The cuts, okay?
Ooh,
The people that were released. Darquez
release.
Denard, Josh Hockett, Keyshawn Johnson, and Tomasi. I don't even want to mess with his last name. Um, what surprised you most? I think we're gonna have the same answer here.
I mean, actually, I got two surprises on this list. Denard and then Johnson.
Hmm.
I think were my two surprises. If I was to cut a wide receiver, it would have been Austin Mack.
Dude, he was awful. He was
Yeah,
awful.
like I'm sitting here watching and I'm like, all right, there was two things. I know he had one catch, but there was two things I didn't like about him. One, he couldn't catch, and the second thing, he had zero dog and to fight for a ball. It was like, dude, just be a dog, go get the goddamn ball. Like that's it.
Yeah, body language. There were several times where I noted like the play was still going on and he did something wrong and he would just do this. He'd have his hands on the
Ooh,
head and watch the offense still playing. And it caught him twice. And it was just like, but it was bad. Okay. So, like, okay, a couple things. Coaching points. One, he kept getting open. He's got the body. He almost made some,
mhm,
crazy great plays. So the
true.
potential's there, but he is just so raw.
He can't finish.
Can't finish. And just like attitude, like you got to have that mental toughness. And whenever you watch film, you could see which guys, like you said, he didn't finish, didn't have a dog in him. Like it just wasn't there. So how do you get that out of him? So for them to see Keyshawn Johnson, who had that awesome 2-point conversion fade touchdown, which was awesome, to release him and say, look, even though this young pup not finished project, but eventually maybe we can get him there. But yeah, Austin Mack, he is one of my guys stocked down big time.
Mm, mhm.
So he's on that list for me. But yeah, Keyshawn Johnson, they moved on. They kept Austin Mack. Maybe he responds. I hope he does. Who you are is how you respond. I'm a big believer in that. Anyway, so that's one of the things. We got the 4 cuts. There should be one more transaction taking place.
I was gonna ask you that, John, because we only have four. We have one release and then three waived, and we're missing one. So who's
Yeah.
gonna be that fourth, that fifth?
And for people that ask, like, what's the released and waived, the difference? If you're a vet with certain number of years, you get waived.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's kind of the way it goes there.
Is it that you
So
get
like,
waived or you get released?
oh, sorry, my bad. Waived means you go through waivers,
Waivers.
and so the worst team gets to claim you first. Release means you have a certain number of years, and you get to pick wherever you want to sign. You don't have to go through waivers. You're an automatic free agent. You can go wherever you want.
So
So that's
Darquez
what that
Denard
is.
is an automatic free agent right now.
Correct. Correct.
And so far he hasn't been picked up.
No, that usually comes out releases on Tuesday, usually Wednesday afternoon. That's when the transactions take place. So you'll hear about those, but usually you don't get a lot of those early on. Not expecting a lot of these players to be picked up.